Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. John Kelly, Profiler here, and welcome. Welcome to today's show, Revenge, Jealousy, Narcissism, and Murder. Okay, that's what we're looking at today. And it seems those are compliments of Dr. Michael David McKee, a.k.a. Whack Job, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so he's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, no questions about it. At this point in time, I want to send our deepest condolences out to the families of Spencer and his wife. I mean, this is pretty sad stuff. It's just unbelievable how this all took place. And we have more questions, right, than answers. How do you get in the house? Right? That's a big one. How do you get in the house? Right? If you like what we're doing, please like. Of course, we always love your subscriptions. Please subscribe and please comment. And Dr. Michael David McKee is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And with that all being said, I know our producer Lee is very curious. And so am I. Oh, and I'll try and answer questions on what went on here. This is pretty crazy, Leah. Pretty crazy. I mean, how does this guy get in the house? But I can't answer that one. Go ahead, Leah. Go ahead.
Right. No, this is very crazy, John. This guy out of nowhere. So the first thing, let's talk about it. You mentioned in the title here, revenge. I want to ask you, what do you think set him off?
Well, I dug deeper into him. I did a deeper dive last night, and I found out that he was mixed up. He's mixed up in a lawsuit. He's being sued, and it's been going on for quite a while. Something to do with his medical practice, and I'm sure that's been pretty stressful and weighing on his mind. But what's underneath it all is this deep hatred, to the point of murderous revenge that he had for his ex-wife and for Spencer. I mean, this is like crazy, like 5 years after the fact, since they said goodbye, at least 5 years. I mean, here's this guy showing up, with his gun and killing them. Mm-hmm. I mean, just absolutely incredible. He's blaming her pretty much for everything that's gone wrong in his life. He's a real narcissist, in my mind. Mm-hmm. He's blaming her for everything that's gone wrong in his life. And he is innocent until proven guilty. But this guy is blaming this poor woman and this man for every single thing that's wrong with his life. It's not his fault. See, narcissists they deflect real quickly, blame it on somebody else, can't take the blame, can't be wrong. Definitely. He dropped it on them big time. He dropped the bomb on them. There's no question about it. And it's all because of him. And he thought he was so smart, he's going to get away with it. And cops did a fantastic job. And they grabbed this guy pretty quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking on the motive a little bit, what about the wedding anniversary? Weren't these two, Monique and Spencer, going to celebrate their 5th wedding anniversary soon?
Yeah, I mean, it was coming up. I think it's like January 30th or January 31st. He killed him on December 30th, I believe. So, what was he focusing on? Was that part of it? Was that part of the desperation? I mean, this guy drove all this way to come over here and kill these two loving people. This is just too crazy. And the best is you have one of the victims being a doctor of dentistry. He's a dentist, okay, and this guy here is a surgeon. I mean, what type of surgeon is he again?
Isn't he like a vascular surgeon?
Vascular surgeon. He's a vascular surgeon that's got looks like a pretty good lawsuit going against him and some other people. You know, that's what happens. Everybody gets sued when there's complications in a surgery or something. I don't know what it's about, but I know he's under the hammer on a lawsuit, and I think that pressure was building up inside him too. Can't hold a relationship. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was married after her. Yeah, he can't. The guy can't keep a relationship. She only stayed with him 9 months when they were dating.
Yeah. So going back to their marriage, I know you had mentioned it to me, but what's the deal? She supposedly bought her own engagement ring or her
Can
wedding
you
ring
believe that?
for that. Oh.
Is that unbelievable? I mean, yeah. I mean, this guy, you know, he obviously he didn't come up with the money because part of the divorce was she had to be reimbursed for it. She had to be reimbursed for it as part of the divorce. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, engagement ring, wedding ring, she forked over. She forked over the money for these 2 rings.
It's funny because I wonder when he became a doctor. You know, it's like, why is she the one? But side story. So, what do you make of Spencer being shot 3 times, or at least multiple times, and Monique being shot once? What does that say to you about this guy?
Well, when you're talking about a vascular surgeon doing the shooting and knowing all the veins and arteries in the body, I have to believe that he wanted Spencer to suffer. He shot him 3 times. Guaranteed that Dr. Michael here really knew what he was aiming at. And tried to make him suffer as much as he could, and I guess felt a little sympathy, if you will, if you'd call it that, because he only shot her once, shot her in the chest, and knowing his knowledge of the anatomy of the body, he probably shot her right through the heart. If it was only 1 shot to the chest, he knew where he was shooting. I mean, this guy knows where every organ, every vein, and every artery is. This guy's had a lot of training to be a vascular surgeon.
Indeed. Yeah. Now, earlier you mentioned to me that he's an anger gatherer. You've used that term once in a while, but can you explain it to me in this situation?
Well, he's just building up all this anger. I mean, this is like years after they broke up. He's just building this up and up and up and up. And I know this type of narcissistic, rageful individual. I know what these guys are like. I mean, he's just, well, if she didn't leave me, if she didn't want a divorce, this wouldn't have happened. If she didn't want a divorce, that wouldn't have happened. If she stayed with me, I'd be okay over here. If she stayed with me, I wouldn't have lost my job over there. She stayed with me, I wouldn't have had to move out of state. You know, like everything, all the blame is focused and centered on her. Guaranteed. So he's gathering all this resentment, these various resentments, this anger, okay? And eventually it just built up to the point, maybe the lawsuit, you know, tipped him over the edge. That was the stressor, because usually there's a stressor before these kind of guys act out, especially with this length of time and everything. Something else was going on. That might have been the stressor that pushed the button, you know, the go button, and sent him on his way from Illinois. I think he was in Illinois all the way over to Ohio. It was 325 miles, 350 miles he traveled or something.
Yeah, what do you make of that? Him driving all that way in the middle of the night on a cold day, on a Tuesday or whatever day it was. But
I mean, this is a man at this point in time, I believe, knows exactly what he's doing, but he is just running on volcanic rage. and he wants to give paybacks for what he believes are wrongs that she did to him that he didn't deserve. So he's running on vengeance, and like, this is going to be your payback. I can't wait to pay you back for all you've done to me. Look what you've done to me. Look at all the hurt and sorrow and pain you brought into my life. This guy's a doctor making tons of money.
Mm-hmm.
He's got an unbelievable specialty. He's a vascular surgeon. I mean, but can he have a relationship? Nah, doesn't look like it. They don't work for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his problems with that, and somebody's got to pay for it. Not him. It's not his fault. They should be running to him and begging him to go out and marry him. I mean, it's everybody else's fault, not his. He's too whatever he thinks about himself. He's too wonderful. He's too good looking. He's really too narcissistic, is what he is.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Now, you talked earlier about vengeance being addictive. Can you explain that?
I mean, that's the latest research that's coming out,
Mm-hmm.
that it seems vengeance can be addicting as just about any drug. It seems it's extremely addicting, and the mind holds on to it because of the adrenaline rush and the stimulation of dopamine, again, in the pleasure center of the brain. So people can really hold on to vengeance and want to seek retribution and give payback for, feeling they've been wronged. Now, most people will say, look, it's not worth it. Why should I go to jail? Why should I go to jail for doing what I want to do, killing somebody or really hurting somebody or whatever? Okay. I mean, you take a look at Spencer and Monique, they're out of their pain. They're dead, but they're not feeling any pain. This guy now, he's going, if he's guilty, and again, he's innocent of proven guilty, man, he's facing some rough time. He's facing some rough time. I mean, this couple was loved. And, it looks like they've got him, sewed up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this looks like an open and closed case.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to think, he drove there a couple hours. He had all that time to think about it. Still did it.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah, allegedly. We don't, innocent until proven guilty. Okay. Now, we always talk about this. I just want to get your take here. But what is this guy's primary intake sense? What do you think?
Well, this guy's extremely visual. I mean, you can't be a vascular surgeon or really any kind of surgeon, specialize in surgery if you're not a very visual person. I mean, you got to, see what you're doing. You got to know the anatomy inside and out. So, but also I got a feeling, and I don't think I'm wrong, that he is so void of feelings that, he may attract certain women for whatever reason, because I don't think he's that good looking either, to be honest with you. But after they get around him a while for any length of time, they start to sense this narcissistic kind of behavior and this lack of feelings and lack of empathy. It's pretty kind of an oxymoron when you think of it, that a doctor, could be so void of feelings, right?
It's interesting. Yeah.
But then again, this isn't your GP going to, see you and have a relationship with you. This is some guy that's just going to come in and operate, and out he goes, I guess, right? That's his specialty.
Yeah.
But still in all, being in the medical field to help people, how could you be so void of feelings?
Maybe he doesn't have good bedside manners. I don't know.
Yeah, I would guarantee you right now, if if they try to grade him, if they ever graded him on bedside manners, he wouldn't have a patient in the world.
Yeah. He's just in there to do the job.
Yeah, you'd think a robot's coming in the door or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and two, you look at his picture and he just looks dead behind the eyes. I mean, maybe it's just the picture, but he looks out of it.
You picked that up?
Yeah.
Picked that up? That's what psychopathic eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Psychopaths run in all different types of careers. You can be a CEO of a company. You can be a laborer in a company. You can be a street guy. Can be a manager, and you can be a doctor. They're rare because you would assume they want to help people and they have some feelings. So usually psychopaths don't do well in that kind of arena. But man, this guy here, yeah, I mean he's really an odd one. I'll tell you, there's no question about it. And boy, did he cause so much damage. And then you have these children. And they have no mother or father. One's 3 or 4, and the other one's only like 1 year old. I mean, what did they see? What were they around? Yeah. The only good news is he didn't kill them. And he didn't kill the dog. He gave the dog a break.
Yeah.
But this guy definitely planned this out. How did he get into that house? That's very interesting. I wouldn't be surprised, knowing the big-heartedness of Spencer and his wife, that they may not have kind of opened up the door for him or something, or felt sorry for him, or I don't know, whatever kind of story he had and how they felt, because they're supposedly very caring people with a very, very big hearts. I don't know. I mean, he's no small dude. I don't know how he got in there. I really don't. But obviously he did.
Now, this is probably gonna be my last question for you, John. I just want to ask, what do you think about him not having any history?
Well, when you look at history, I mean, it's very interesting. You would think somebody like this has some violence in their past, and they're known, okay, for illegal activities, or even if it's not legal, but people would know of some kind of explosive temper or something like that, right? Because obviously this guy exploded on these 2 people. I don't know. I just don't. So far, we have nothing. Now, maybe as time goes along, it's early on. We've, like yesterday, learned about this guy. So, maybe we'll end up talking to people that knew him and said, "Oh yeah, I mean, he was a very calm, quiet guy until you got him mad, and then he went off." Or I don't know. We'll find out. But I think we'll also hear how much he loved himself. I mean, I'll tell you what, boy. I mean, I don't know. It seems, when you think you've seen it all, here comes a new one from outer space.
Mm-hmm. There's always something.
Always something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all I have for you today, John. Thank you for answering my questions. Very good.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What would you think about a guy that would want you to buy and pay for the engagement ring?
I mean, if I really loved him, I guess, but I mean, this guy's a doctor, so you think, I don't know. If he really wants to get married, you should buy the ring. So
yeah, I mean, you would think he's not that short, right? I mean, he's got some bucks somewhere, right?
Something.
You would think. Yeah. And then, I mean, even the wedding rings. I mean, I don't know. It's, I want to find out more. I want to find out more about him. I'd love to talk to the other ex-wife.
See what happened there.
See what she says about him. Well, somebody will. So more will be revealed.
Yep. Yeah.
So you have anything else?
No, that's all I got for you, John. Well, like you said, more will be revealed. So
more will be revealed. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much, Leah. And to our audience, God bless. Take care of yourself. Stay cautious out there. We live in a violent world. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care of yourself. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, John.